Then we're starting here?
I guess so.
Hey, gang, what's up, guys?
What you wearing?
Got on some OG Shadow ones. The black and gray with the black and gray with the black and white. You know what I'm saying? You know, I should have wore blue for Nip. Should have wore blue for Nip. Some Nipsey blue.
You got a blue face 100 on you?
Nah. I got a B12 with the racks in the middle though. Had to pray to Almighty God to let my dog out the kennel. When you get in straight out the mud, you can't imagine this shit.
Where are we going?
To the gym.
What are you doing?
What's good? About to go in here. About to hit a nice little upper body bench session. This is a deload week, so the weight's not gonna be heavy. It's pretty much like 50 to 60% of whatever my max is, and just like a good recovery week. Tomorrow we start a whole new phase, so we start with leg day. So get this upper body, pump in, and let's ride. Let's put that nip on. See if it works. We out here. So got that secret sauce. You ever see Space Jam where it's like Michael's secret stuff, or like secret whatever it says on the bottle? That's this. This is Cliffy's secret sauce. All right. So we got some Ascent protein. I think this is vanilla bean or vanilla, something like that. Then we got Gatorade Zero. These are actually pretty good. They have zero sugar. Only thing about it, there's like no carbs in here. But I mean, for a workout like this during the deload, that's okay. Because it's not like it's a very long workout. The weight's not heavy, so I'll be fine with no extra carbs. And we about to mix up this here little concoction, this here Henny with this Jack, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad, this Henny with this Coke, you know what I'm saying? You know, pour that up in there. Watch it bubble up.
Let me get some.
Kill it. And then from there, like any cocktail, gotta shake it up. Just gotta keep shaking it up. Take a sip. Hit the world.
If I spin it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirt, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah.
All right, so before I get into this upper body session, I want to show y'all one of my favorite mobility exercises slash prehab slash rehab warm-ups that I like to do to get not only my core activated, but my back, my lats, shoulders. Did I say core? I didn't say core? My core activated. This is called thread the needle. So my coach actually showed me this. I used to see him do it all the time, and I was always wondering, like, what is that doing? But it's a really good rotational exercise to also strengthen the spine. It's just really good just for rotational strength, and it can transition really well whether you're doing bench, squat, or deadlift, or any Olympic movement as in like the push jerk, or you're doing snatches, anything like that. It's a really good stability movement and a really good warm-up to get you going. So what you want to do is you want a foam roller. It doesn't have to be a short one like this one. It can be a long one. It can be one without the notches on it. And you want to get a band that's going to have pretty good tension on it, whether it's a red band, blue band, whatever works for you. Everybody's different. I like to use a blue band because I'm pretty big, pretty heavy. You know, I'm a 300-pound gorilla, so I got to use a pretty strong band so I don't snap the band or pull this whole goddamn rack out the goddamn gym. So this is what we got to do. Take this, you put it on the floor, get your band. You want to take your band, do this side. You want to wrap it around your wrist like this and roll it around so that it's basically holding on the outside of your hand like that. So it's on the opposite side of your wrist. So, and then you kind of rotate. what happens when you're fat, you can't get on the floor. So you're gonna create a lot of tension, give yourself some good space so you can really get some pull. Like already you see it's pulling my arm in. So put your elbow, brace your elbow here on the foam roller. I prefer like near the middle of my forearm. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that opposite hand and put it in front of the hand that you're actually doing the movement with. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll, using this to kind of guide you. You're gonna roll and let it pull, Kind of keep your abs engaged while you're doing this. Pull, and then when you pull back, I see a lot of people pull like this with their arm. That pretty much defeats the purpose. What you wanna do is you wanna rotationally, you wanna rotate at the hips, and you wanna think about using your oblique and your lat to get you back into a quadruped position. So what you're gonna do is just gonna pull, using that, rotate to your back. You see I'm back, level again, and then again, rotate back in. So get that stretch. Activate your obliques, your abs. Rotate back. Sometimes this is gonna get a little off track, but it's fine. Just get it back to a good position, rotate, and then back. So that's really good to get your body warmed up, get your spine and everything going, warmed up, moving around. Like I said, it's really good just for rotational strength as well. A lot of people focus on just linear strength, like bench, squat, deadlift, but nobody focuses on more functional movement, kind of like that. So you don't want to just be strong up and down, you want to be strong rotationally too. It's the same as an athlete, as if an athlete is really explosive from point A to B, north and south, but if he can't move east and west, then he's no good on the field or on a court, because if he tries to go east and west, he's going to get hurt. That's how you blow out hamstrings. That's how you blow out knees, mainly ACLs. So, like I said, this is probably my favorite warm-up, prehab/rehab, post and pre-exercise movement, and it just works really well. I had a back injury where I pulled a muscle on my back and my ribs came out of place. Third, fourth, and fifth, probably like, holy shit, how'd your ribs come out of place? Like, you a bitch, cuz. Nah, so my ribs came out of place because I didn't brace properly. I also didn't warm up rotationally. I did like a basic ass warm up. I was trying to rush it, hurry things up, and I didn't work on getting this activated, so when I brace, nothing's gonna turn under load. I was doing a Zercher, so if you're familiar with Zerchers, you hold it like this. When I was coming up, I started to feel the weight more on this side because I didn't brace properly, and I got crooked like this. Therefore, felt the pop, pulled a muscle, ribs came out of place. What this is gonna do is help me be strong rotationally, so when I'm coming up like that, I'm not twisting, turning, rotating, I'm not going lopsided like this. I can engage that, have that there, have that firing. That way when I come up, my body's in an advantageous position. So try that, hope it works for you guys. Now let's get back to this bullshit. All right, so like I said, it's a deload week. So using the fat bar is about 80 pounds. I got 55% of my max, which is my current max, is 435. I think I benched more than that, but the last time I maxed, I got 435 for a really good single. So we're gonna do 55% of that, which is around 240 for floor presses. Floor presses is really good just for training your lockout, getting stronger as your lockout, because you're stopping about 90 degrees. As soon as you touch the floor, you stop there, you press through. For most people, that's where they get stuck at. That's pretty much where they hit their, I can't even think of the words right now. That's pretty much where everybody gets stuck. So, or sticking point, I should say. So I'm gonna do 4 sets of 10 of this at 240, and then from there, we got some really good accessory work we're gonna do. So I'm about to get into that. Neighborhood Nip. Damn, I can't get up. That's how you get up when you're 300 pounds. Just no movement at all. Stomach get in the way. Hey, but like Biggie said, they love the big N-word. All right, so what I'm doing right now is just my accessory work. Again, it's a deload week, so the weight's lighter. So I'm gonna use the 65s. I'm gonna superset these dumbbell bench presses with some chest supported row. And so we got 3 sets of 12 with the dumbbell press, and then 3 sets of 15 over here. So we're just gonna superset it. Got a nice little pump going. Look at that, 300 pounds, 300 pounds, and still got bicep veins. That's how you know you're lean and mean. You're a lean, mean sex machine. You got lat pull downs or pull ups. I'm thinking some light lat pull downs with some bandit tricep push downs. Y'all hear that Nip playing? My favorite rapper, rest in peace. I'll talk about him a little bit at the end of this video, and what the name of this series is going to be that I'm now starting, and why he has motivated me to be in the position that I'm in as a powerlifter, and just my mindset as far as just being successful. This is being different, standing out, and not really trying to follow a pack, but to try to lead my own. Nip was really big about talking about shining light on his people, leading his tribe, working hard, putting himself on, and then putting your people on also with your success. So I'm gonna talk about that at the end of this video. Why I listen to Nip, why he motivates me, and why his passing and his untimely demise has helped me kind of push it even harder now. Let's talk about that then. All right, so that was a really good workout, really good way to end off this deload week before starting a new phase tomorrow. We'll be starting with legs. Knowing coach, it's probably going to be like some crazy variations. We might be safety bar, box squatting, fairly heavy for like a heavy single, or maybe heavy sets of triples, or we may be doing some heavy just high bar squats, or who knows with coach. But it's going to be a pretty exciting day tomorrow to start a whole new phase, working towards competing this summer, and then preparing for Worlds in October. Now, like I told y'all, like I talked about Nip, unfortunately Nipsey Hussle, my favorite rapper, he's a West Coast rapper, he was shot and killed on March 31st, so it was a Sunday. A guy that he had actually grew up with, they had like a little altercation, not really an argument, but basically like a misunderstanding. And the guy came back and he shot Nipsey 6 times, and he did succumb to his injuries and he passed away. Very sad for the West Coast, LA. I took it really, really hard. Not gonna lie to you guys, I cried pretty hard for a few days. I was pretty depressed for a few days. I'm still not good, but I'm learning. I'm still in mourning, but I'm getting better with it. Nipsey was my favorite rapper, as you hear him playing in the background this whole video. He's just super motivating. to me, he was like another Tupac, and he was the new Tupac to the West Coast. Just worldwide, the guy had a huge impact. He did a lot for kids. He did a lot to a lot of service for his community. He bought out real estate and hired ex-felons that was from his community that needed kind of like a redo, a second chance in their life. He gave back to the homeless, gave them jobs. He invested in stem cell research. He was a big part of getting technology programs for minorities in Silicon Valley. So the guy was just, man, incredible guy, big-hearted guy. When he passed, the whole world, the whole universe is kind of messed up for a while. It just threw the whole energy off. So Nipsey has been motivating me. He basically is the person that drove me to compete in powerlifting and to do YouTube and to do, you know, kind of dabble in podcasting and just have all these different ideas of how I can invest in myself and invest in other people that are like-minded to myself, that are very driven, because that's all that Nip talked about, was investing in yourself, putting time into yourself and holding yourself to high value, and then kind of displacing that onto other people and then bringing other people up as well. And then that way everybody flourishes. That way everybody can be creative minds. Nip's passing has motivated me to a whole nother level. So with that being said, I'm going to be naming this series The Marathon Continues, which is something that Nip would say all the time. It's kind of like his motto, The Marathon Continues. He had the Marathon Store. His album was called Victory Lap, which is Grammy nominated. Unfortunately, he passed. So he didn't really get to dabble and flourish too much within everything that he earned, because he was taken so young at 33 years of age. But Nip has created a whole new different realm of just thinkers and creators, innovators within not only young black youth, but just youth in general, the younger generation, and the older generation as well. So this is going to be named The Marathon Continues, in memory and kind of like a celebration of Nipsey and his life and why he motivates me, and why I'm going to continue to be motivated to push other people to be great and spread love. With the spread love, spread positivity, and build other people up so we can all be great and all do great things and just make a huge impact on this world. Because with so much evil out there, there's also a lot of love out there too. We're built off love. So rest in peace, Nip. Prayers to his family. We're going to use this and we're going to drive hard. We're going to work hard. I'm going to bring you guys a lot of stuff. Told you, y'all, my energy is different. I'm hungry. So just want to thank Nip for everything that he gave this earth while he was here, and then the energy that he left when he passed. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this video is going to inspire you and motivate you guys, that no matter what anybody says, jealousy, envy, people are always going to hate on you when you do something that they can't do, or when they don't have that same motivation or drive or confidence that you have. So guys, I hope this pushes you guys the way it's been pushing me. Look up Nip, listen to his music, get that drive, and if somebody tells you to quit, never quit. As Nip would say, the greatest human act that we have is the ability to inspire. So with that, thank y'all. Rest in peace, Nip, forever. Neighborhood, the marathon continues.
You always crash and burn, but it was working for us. Let my 10th to B12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.